Thank God for AC. Holy crap, it is hot out there, man. It is really hot out there. It's last I looked, it was 44 with you the humidity. It's like it's crazy because hold on, it's 34, 34 degrees Celsius, 34. But with the humidity, it is literally 44 degrees Celsius. And today's not even going to be the worst. Tomorrow, they're saying it's going to be 45. Hey, Bud Files, how are you? Good to see you. Must be hot down in your neck of the woods too. Here, I don't know Fahrenheit wise. Let's see Fahrenheit wise. What's hold on. Let's see. That's like 113 Fahrenheit. 113 Fahrenheit. That's crazy. That's hot. It's hot. It is really hot. It is extremely hot. It's not that it's hot. It's just very, very humid. And if you've got breathing problems, forget going out there. Forget it. You're like just sucking in hot air, hot, humid air. And you're like, you know, like literally. You're cooking. Yeah, you could put an egg on somebody's car and it's going to cook. Absolutely. Absolutely boiled. It's crazy out there. It's just but here we go. And you know what? Summer just started. Technically the summer the 22nd today is like the first day of summer. That's insane. That goes to show you how hot this summer is going to be. I mean, last year it got really humid earlier. I think it was like earlier June it started to get really warm. It literally there's no, four seasons anymore. The other two seasons have like totally disappeared. It goes from being really cold to warm and then vice versa come the winter. There's no fall, there's no spring, there's no time, you know, literally the plants and the flowers and everything else have to hurry it up, rush the rushed, you know. And so are the ticks. Oh, the ticks. Y'all love those ticks and the wonderful diseases those ticks bring. Lyme's disease, everything. So I mean, what do you do? What do you do on a day like this? I mean, you can't do anything outside. You can't sit out on a patio and enjoy beer. You can't because it's just too fucking hot. It's too humid. You're like literally sweating your nose, your what's off just sitting there, even in the shade. It's not comfortable. It is so uncomfortable. And it's been increasing over the years. I mean, it's gotten worse over the years, and I'm not one to buy into climate change and all that kind of shit. But you know what? This is the way the Earth goes, man. This is the way the Earth goes, and we just happen to be in a cycle where things are heating up. But for how long? I mean, is there going to be I keep hearing now. I keep hearing mini ice age. Mini ice age. Is that going to happen? Is it? I mean, with all this heat that we get in the winter, I mean, in the summer, is this leading us up to a total 360? Total 360? I mean, yeah, exactly. It is. It's so possible. It's so possible, and it's scary. It's scary. But I mean, yeah, like yeah, yeah. Go in the cellar and watch horror movies. Well, yeah, thank God for AC, man. I feel sorry for people who are in this and they don't have the luxury of AC, or an air conditioner or whatever. It is brutal. It is just absolutely brutal, and I can't even drink. I can't even drink like a craft beer. I mean, I can, but I got to stick to cheap ass shit that's a little lighter and a little bit more thirst quenching. Cheers, by the way, guys. Cheers. It's brutal, man. It's just absolutely brutal. I mean, just sitting here, even though I have the AC on, the humidity slightly still pierces through no matter what. And it's like literally like bouncing off this the roof and just penetrating and just slightly leaking in and wreaking havoc. But yeah, I mean, there's a difference when you go to a hot place. It's hot, just it's a dry heat. It's beautiful. You got the beach, and so on and so on. But you know what? This isn't that. This is just so uncomfortable. And I know you guys over in the UK probably get the same kind of shit. You get the humidity, right? Because you're not used to the hot. And because there's a lot of humidity in the air, it's brutal. Yeah, yeah, it's brutal. Yes, exactly, Stephen. Thank fuck for beer. Exactly. I will I will put this out there again. This is we're just here to beat the heat. Beat beat the scorching heat, and if anybody would like to come up, by all means, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. I'll pin it to the top there for you guys. Yeah, it's a brutal day, but you know what? Life goes on, and over the next few days, it's going to be like that here. I know for much of this week, I think even into I think Wednesday before there's a bit of we're going to get some thunderstorms, thunder showers, whatever that will break the heat a little bit, but not much. It's not much. It's still brutal, man. It's still brutal. And yeah, ah, enough of the heat. Beat the heat. Beat the heat. And not to mention, there's a lot of heat in the news, obviously, and your people are like brain mind melded and brainwashed and everything else about the shit that's going on in the Middle East now. I'm not going to go too much on it. I don't want to drone on shit like that because there's enough of it here on YouTube and everywhere else. It's just it's just too much. But what the fuck? What the fuck? Like literally, how stupid can you be? How stupid can you be? I just why? Because I want to show you how big my fucking military is and how much muscle we got. It's honestly, it's so old and tiresome, and it's stupid. Stupid. He's he's not only pissed off, the people in Iran. He's also pissed off people that have voted for him. That he said he wouldn't drag them into another war, and that's what's happening, right? I mean, the Iranians have claimed that nobody was hurt, and that all the materials were moved from those sites. Whether that's true or not, who knows? I mean, hey, there's a lot of misinformation out there, a lot of false flags and everything else. But I don't know. They're never going to tell you the truth. God no. Why would they do that, right? And it's like I look at something like that, and here in the east coast of Canada, Nova Scotia, in a small town in Nova Scotia, there is two children missing. They have been missing for 7 weeks now. 7 weeks, and there's just so much crap going on with this case. The mother and the stepfather can't even get their stories right. People have been searching tiresomely to find these children and hopefully okay. I mean, but 7 weeks. 7 weeks. That's I don't know, man. I mean, yes, kids are resilient. They can be very resilient, very resourceful, but what are the chances of them still being alive? And what are the chances of them being like snatched? Or and you hate to say it, killed. You know, it's just absolutely fucking sad. Hold on a sec. Um, and the reason why I'm bringing this up because I think people need to know more about this. They really do. Hold on. I'm trying to find a good source. Okay, let me see here. All right, so just to give you just on this crap, this this sad case, and there's no reason why, if these kids were alive, it just you kind of think they might have found them by now.
Camera footage and trail camera footage from residents who live near, in, and around the search area. One of those residents CBC News spoke with lives about 5 kilometers as the crow flies from the home from which these children disappeared back on May 2nd. That's again when they were reported missing by their stepfather and mother.
Lily and Jack Sullivan, 2 young kids, disappeared from their home in the countryside. No sound. No one saw anything. No bags, no shoes, not even a footprint. Just gone. Their mom left without saying anything. The stepdad stayed behind and said, "I'm not their father." The rest of the family stayed quiet. No one spoke up. No neighbors helped. No lawyer showed up. No one cried out for help. The house was quiet. The woods were empty. The timeline didn't make sense. Why did it take 4 hours to call 911? Why was the search stopped so quickly? Why didn't the police share satellite data? How can 2 small children disappear without leaving a single clue? And where are Lily and Jack now? Could they still be alive? The real problem might be how the search was done. This case isn't like other missing kids cases. It's more confusing. Not just because of strange details, but also because of big mistakes made by the family and the people who were supposed to find them. So what went wrong? One big problem is how slow the police acted. They didn't send out an Amber Alert, even though it looked like a serious emergency. From the start, the timeline was unclear. Malaya, the kid's mom, said she noticed they were missing around 9:40 a.m. on May 2nd, but police weren't called until about 10 a.m.
Yep.
That 20-minute delay might not sound long, but when kids are
Hey,
missing,
Michael.
every minute matters. What's worse is that no one knows for sure who noticed the kids were gone. who checked the doors, or who finally called the police. Even though the kids were so young, there were no signs they left by themselves. There was no forced entry. No one saw them. Still, no Amber Alert was sent out. The public was shocked. Amber Alerts are made to help people
Me
find
too.
missing kids fast. They get the word out to everyone right away. But this time, nothing happened. Many people in nearby towns didn't even know the kids were missing until it was too late. That first day is the most important in any missing child case. That's when you have the best chance to find them. But this time, there was no alert, no big search, just small efforts. Those early hours were wasted. Important clues could have disappeared. People who saw something may have forgotten. Video footage from local roads might have been deleted before anyone asked for it. One reason for the slow action could be the unclear timeline. There were several adults in the house, yet no one can say exactly when the kids were last seen, who noticed they were gone, or what they did afterward. Daniel Martel, the stepdad, first said he saw or heard the kids at 10 a.m. But later, in private messages, he admitted that time
Where the
wasn't
hell's the
right.
real father
That
throughout
messes
this
up the
too?
only
That's
clear
what I want to
detail
know.
he
Where's
gave.
the real
Malaya
fucking
said the
father?
last time she heard the kids was at 9:40 a.m., but she didn't actually see them. Daniel's mom, Belinda, said she heard Daniel calling the kids as early as 8:30 a.m. from her RV nearby. If that's true, it means there was a 90-minute delay before anyone said they were missing. That delay has never been explained. Even stranger, no one, not Daniel, not Malaya, not Belinda, can say for sure who realized the kids were gone, who opened the sliding door, or who checked the backyard. Who decided to call the police? These simple questions have never been clearly answered. Between 6:30 and 10 a.m., the family's story becomes messy. Daniel says he woke up around 6 or 7 a.m., but no one says they fed the kids, checked on them, or did anything parents normally do in the morning. Jack, who still wore pull-ups, had no mention of being cared for at all that day. Malaya's timeline is also confusing. She said she was sleeping on and off, even though she had a newborn baby and 2 other kids in the house. Even more worrying, the RCMP later said they had no camera footage or witnesses proving the kids were alive after May 1st. That's different from what the family says. They claim the kids were home the next morning, on May 2nd. What's worse, the investigators haven't done much
He
to
does,
explain
doesn't he?
these strange
He's
gaps.
odd. I
They
think
haven't shared a full
he's covering
timeline.
for
They
the
haven't
mother, I think.
released any witness interviews. And they haven't shown the public what steps they've taken to clear up these questions. When it comes to who's telling the truth, things get messy.
Yeah.
The only stories we have come from people who lived on the property. Daniel and Malaya give different versions. One says they saw the kids, the other says they just heard them. Belinda said she heard shouting, but no one really knows what she did after that. Daniel's brother, Justin, has said nothing at all. No interviews, no statements. He's basically missing from the whole investigation. Then there's the sliding back door, which may have been how the kids got out. But no one knows who last opened it, who found it open, or even when it was found. That's a big problem, especially with so many adults and kids living in the house. But the most important question is, why did it take until 10 a.m. to call the police? If no one saw the kids since the night before or early that morning, why did no one notice they were gone sooner? Many people in the community said that any caring parent would have known something was wrong much earlier, definitely before breakfast. The fact that police never pushed hard on these weak and confusing stories made everything worse. No one has been pressured to speak. No diagrams showing the timeline. No clear facts. And when all the stories come from people who might be hiding something, it's even more important to dig deeper. But instead, the police seem quiet, slow, and almost too polite. In missing child cases, time is everything. But in this case, time is the biggest mystery, and no one seems in a hurry to solve it. Then there's the polygraph test. Daniel Martel claimed he passed one. But he only said this in leaked texts and social media, not in any official report. The police never confirmed he even took the test, let alone passed it. They haven't released any results or even admitted a test happened. That alone raises red flags.
Polident has over 3 times more stain removal than the competitor.
If your mouth could talk, it would ask for
Polident.
Polygraphs, lie detector tests, don't really prove someone is lying or telling the truth. They measure things like heart rate and sweat, not lies. Lots of dangerous people have passed polygraph tests before, like serial killers Ted Bundy and Gary Ridgway, and even spies like Aldrich Ames. Also, if someone's using drugs or has certain mental health issues, they might trick the test. People online have already wondered if Daniel was using anything, which makes his claim even shakier. What's even worse, Daniel seems to be the only one who took a test. There's no sign that Malaya, Belinda, or Justin were asked to do the same. They all lived on the same property and were nearby when the kids disappeared. But there's no proof that they were questioned deeply, tested, or even officially looked at. Many people watching the case are now demanding that all the adults take a polygraph. Not because it will solve the case, but because it could help narrow down who might know something. They also believe doing this could finally trigger an Amber Alert, which still hasn't been issued. The lack of clear rules and updates is making it worse. No one knows for sure who gave Daniel a test, if it even happened. And if it was done by someone private and not the police, then it doesn't really count. There's also no sign that the police followed up with more questions, checked his phone or laptop, or compared the results with anything real. In a case where the kids haven't been seen since May 1st, where timelines don't match, and where every adult nearby could know something, focusing only on Daniel, based on his own claim, is not enough. It's actually careless. Letting Daniel say he passed, while ignoring the others, makes the public lose even more trust. It looks like the investigation is split and not being done fairly. And in a case about 2 missing kids, that's not just a mistake. It's a serious failure. One of the biggest problems from the start has been the lack of proper forensic work. Police didn't act fast to protect the scene or ask the adults to leave the house. Daniel, Malaya, Belinda, and Justin all stayed there, and that raises big questions about whether important evidence was lost or messed with. There's also no official.
But there you go. It's sad. It is a really sad state of reality that, you know, and I hate to say it, people in the chat have said, this guy looks like a crackhead. And you know what? Drugs could be involved. Human trafficking, right? I mean, who's to say, well, we needed some money. We needed some drugs. You hate to say it, but people, when they get into a fucking state like that, don't think clearly and do that shit, right? As much as you want to give them the benefit of the doubt, that's when things go wrong. When you give them the benefit of the doubt, it's your fucking kids. Well, her kids. But where's the father? The real father in all this? I have heard nothing about the father. Like, I don't know about you, but if I was the father of these kids, I would be fucking worried shitless. I would go to the ends of the fucking earth to find out what happened to my kids. I would be fucking digging down. I'd be out there searching, out there helping as much as possible, humanly possible, to find my kids. Where's the father? Where's the father? There are people out there that don't deserve to have fucking kids. They don't. They just don't. And you know, I I hate to even think what's happened to these kids. Like, I hope they're still missing. I hope that they're missing and they will be found. I hope that's the scenario. But let's be realistic here. It's been 7 weeks. 7 weeks since these kids were last seen. And of course, I'm like, I'm going out. I'm going to Nova Scotia in late July. And I hope those kids are found before that. I really do. Hey, Carla, how are you? I hope those kids are found before I'm there. Because you know what? I don't care. I would help. It's just it's just scare. It just baffles my mind how people are. You know? Yeah. Yeah, no, Nova Scotia is a beautiful place. It's beautiful. I should say I haven't been there, but this is my first time being, getting out there, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, yeah, just absolutely horrendous. Once again, the link's there. If anybody wants to pop on up, you're more than welcome. This is totally open. This can go anywhere. I don't care. We're all beating the heat. It is 45. Carla, for you, it is 113 Fahrenheit here. It is insane. I'm sure it's pretty humid down there too, right? Where you're at. Well, you're more west, right? You're more west. I don't know what it's. Oh, it's cool there. It's 100. Yeah, it's 113. And it's yeah. Oh, you have rain today. Okay. Yeah, no rain in the forecast for us for the next uh 2-3 days. And I mean, I was looking at the weather. Let me look at it again. I don't even think the rain is going to break the humidity. It might break it a little bit, but not enough. Let me just see. Curiosity killed the cat here. Okay. So they're calling for rain on Tuesday. Okay, let's see here. Tuesday. Yeah. So Tuesday, 34 feels like 45, right? 45. And that's Celsius for those of you in the US. And that's in around 110 Fahrenheit, somewhere around there, 113 Fahrenheit. And at night, I feel like I'm in the desert in Arizona, man. I remember in Arizona, but Arizona, it's a different heat. It's just fucking dry heat. It's hot heat. Here, it's humidity. The humidity kills. So it looks like it's going to break the heat a bit. Wednesday, not much though. I mean, Wednesday, 25 feels like 32. Thursday 23 feels like 28. Rain, looks like rain, and then the humidity kicks in again. Friday 26 feels like 36, and then yeah, you know what, so basically the humidity is here with us. But Sunday, let's see, Sunday, where are we? Sunday is my birthday. And it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. 25 feels like 34. That's pretty reasonable. A little muggy, but I think we can handle that. But let's going to celebrate on the Saturday. Taking the weekend off. Next weekend going to be, it's 96 in Tennessee. Yeah, well, what is that? That's like 30 something degrees. That's 30, because what is it? 30 is 90, right? 30 is 90 Fahrenheit, I think, something like that. But anyways, I'm taking next weekend off. Gonna celebrate the birthday on the Saturday. It's actually on the Sunday, but hey, spend some time with some friends. And who knows, I might come on here and do a birthday stream. I don't know. Everybody seems to do that, right? They do birthday streams. So I don't know. Maybe I'll come on and do a birthday stream. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, so it's looking a little, a little better, not as muggy. Not as muggy, but yeah, well, whatever. So well, let me just see here. So yeah, anyways, going back to that the two missing children in Nova Scotia. It's just sad. But going to Nova Scotia, I will be going to making a couple stops. I mean, a couple long. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I will be going to Oak Island, or trying to get on Oak Island if I can, because they're filming. They're going to be filming there still, so I'm going to try to get on to Oak Island, and then I will be traveling down to the bottom of Nova Scotia, and I will be going to Shag Harbor. Now, guys, type in Shag Harbor. Shag Harbor. Shag Harbor is one of the most notorious UFO uh, events that ever happened in Canadian history. So Shag Harbor, it's I think it's about a 2-hour drive from where I'm staying in Halifax. So we're going to take the one day and we're going to drive south along the coast to Oak Island and then Shag Harbor. Oak Island is about maybe about an hour's drive out, and then another hour and a half down to Shag Harbor. I don't think I'll be able to get on to Oak Island. I probably won't even get by the um, the reception museum sort of hut that they have, but give it a shot. I will tour some of the areas anyways that they notoriously you know, for anybody who knows anything about Oak Island, they go to a lot of the local pubs, and they usually have a sit down with the guys at the pubs, and one in particular is in the direct area there. So I'll probably check that out. Maybe have some lunch or dinner. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But knock off a couple more things off the bucket list this summer. Um, Steve is going to be driving from Alaska to who? Steve's who? Who's driving from Alaska to Argentina? I'd love to do that, Tim. I would love to drive from Alaska down the coast. I mean, the furthest I've driven down the coast, the Pacific coast, was from San Francisco up to Russian River. That's the extent of it. And beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, I've been again, a couple months ago I was in BC on Vancouver Island. So I was on the Pacific coast, and it absolutely beautiful. Stunning. Stunning, man. Stunning. I don't know if, hold on, let's see. I don't have anything uploaded here. I should upload it to let's see here. I should have it uploaded to I was gonna do a couple mini things, but I just didn't. I'll show you some vids. Pacific Coast that I have. You know what? Oh, give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay, I have some vids from the West Coast here. Vancouver Island. Place called Tofino. Absolutely beautiful. Let me just see if I can pull it up here. Where are we? Where are we? Uh, let's see here. No. Uh, okay, hold on. All right, so hold on. Share the screen. Share the screen. Let's see. This is just outside Tofino. Mr. Wills, how are you, sir? Sap! Great to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Again, the link is there to click if anybody wants to join me. By all means, you're more than welcome. And during high tide, these are like totally covered. The water comes right up. We're in low. This is low tide, by the way, obviously. Then again, this is low tide. Isn't that absolutely amazing? Again, this area is known to be one of the best surfing areas along the Pacific coast. This was there again. This was taken in April, Steve, during my time in on Vancouver Island. And I started walking out a little bit, and you got to watch it because the tide is coming back in. So all right, so let's see if I got. Let's see here. What's this one here? No. Uh, wait, let's see. And again, beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, so hold on. I'll just rewind this a bit, and I'll show you guys. And this is more north of where we were. And again, just absolutely stunning. Well, look how far the water has receded just in about an hour's time. It is, sir. DJI Pocket 3. Oh, it's amazing. I would literally go move out there in a heartbeat. The West Coast is absolutely beautiful, stunning, especially Vancouver Island. It is, yeah. It's running away from me. I'm scaring the shit out of it, Tim. It's like a magnetic, anti-magnetic force. Magneto. There you go. There you go. Make an appearance. Yeah, it's just beautiful, man. I mean, you have that. Then let's see. And then, like driving there is just it's just incredible. Like, hold on, let's see here. Like this is hold on. Where are we? And this is literally the ferry going over from the mainland to the island. It takes about an hour and a half to get over there, and again, it's just fucking. It's just absolutely beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful. Uh, there's like mountains everywhere. You know, we're on like literally on the west side of the Canadian Rockies. I should have grabbed my hold on. My Pocket 3 out to film when we were on the plane going over the Rockies. I only got my cell phone. Okay, hold on. What's this here? This is but just to give you an idea what it's like to drive through Vancouver Island, It is just fucking insane. Hold on. I got some footage shots actually. Where are we? But here, just to give you a sample, an example. Here. And these mountains are everywhere. 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 But it gives you an idea what it was like to go through the mountains. Just incredible, man. Just incredible. But yeah, it's I would love to drive down from Alaska all the way down. That'd be a great drive. But the thing is, you got to fly out to Alaska and then drive down because I mean, you could drive across Canada, but it would take you 3 days. Yeah, 3 or 4 days. It probably let's see. Let's see. approximately 3 hours, or sorry, 3 days and 4 hours to get to. Wow, that's straight through, straight through. Yeah. So you drive it straight through, which is like literally impossible. It take three days and 4 hours to get to Alaska from here. But basically, you're going to be making stops. You got to make pit stops, and they're saying recommended. They recommend 7 to 10 days with stops, because I mean, let's face it, you're not going to drive, straight. Um, 3 days to get there. It would be insane. You'd have to stop. You really would. So anywhere from 7 to 10 days. I'm sure you can make it a lot shorter, but yeah, that's the recommendation in terms of, well, you got to stop at some pit stop and stay overnight. Yeah, cannibal style. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see, what's this here? Once again, the link is up top if anybody wants to pop in. By all means, I will go for a little while. Let's see here. Let's see. is it? Where'd it go? Do it Willie's Jeep. Yep. Willie's Jeep style. Okay, let's see. What's this here? All right. Yeah, so I mean it's yeah, Trackhawk. Yeah, Trackhawk. Good old Trackhawk. Let's see here. Where'd it go? I am okay. It disappeared. Where the heck did it go? No. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Hold on. All right, I'm just gonna grab a refill. I'll play this a little bit for everybody, and then I'll be right back. Hold on. So, talking about Alaska, this comes up. So I'll show this.
Every town has a dark side. Having an open mind is important, and in my opinion, as well as according to the research, it is a telltale sign of intelligence. When someone's open to ideas, as I'm sure you are if you're listening to this, usually means they're the type of person who actually listens when you talk and can engage in real, meaningful conversations. They don't lose their temper if they disagree with something. They think about it and take in the information. They can admit when they're wrong and apologize. And all of these open, mindful traits I bring up because really they boil down to one thing: having the understanding to know that you don't know everything. And despite many, many people pretending like they have it all figured out, well, that's just an act. We're human, and so by default, I can assure you, we don't know a whole lot of things. I mean, just go back to the year 1900. We're still using horses and donkeys as our primary means of transportation. The first motion picture, the one of that guy riding a horse, had only been invented 10 years earlier. The Wright brothers were still 3 years away from flying. While we've certainly come a long way since then, we still have really far to go. It's in our nature to like to think we have the answers to the world figured out. There's a real sense of comfort there. However, any intelligent person knows we have a lot of work left to do. And so today, we're talking about some of those things that appear to be happening and yet we have no answers for. Specifically, honing in on the great state of Alaska. There are countless stories of unsolved mysteries occurring up in the great north. Missing people and planes, creatures, many stories of shapeshifters. So what gives? You might think that a lot of the legends or strange encounters may just be stories and folk tales, but Oddly, that doesn't appear to be the case, and the hard data shows this. And to put it in context, in Alaska since 1988, more than 16,000 people have disappeared, which is a huge number. For every 100,000 people in Alaska, 164 of them have gone missing, which is far higher than any other state by a long shot, as the 49 other states average out to just around 6 people missing per 100,000. Those figures aren't skewed for effect for the sake of this episode. It's a fact, and so the question then becomes, what exactly is going on in Alaska? Hey guys, it's Andrew, and thanks for tuning in today for another episode of Everytown. Really appreciate you being here. So I know what you're thinking, but of course Alaska has the most missing persons cases. It's the harshest landscape, and the terrain and weather is so unforgiving that it makes sense. And while I agree to a certain extent, it seems like a person every other day of the year just up and vanishing is quite a lot. It feels like that's a bit abnormal. While you may not be sure how to feel about it exactly, the people who agree, the ones that think there's something else much stranger going on in this place, are the ones we should probably be listening to. And that's the natives of Alaska. People have lived on this rocky and icy patch of land going back 14,000 years. And through the generations, they've experienced the same things we see today. And people went missing back then as they do right now. The ancestors have had strange encounters and stories to tell, same as many people do now.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Adrian, how are you? Had to get a refill. And you know what? Stay hydrated. You got to stay hydrated during this crazy heat. I had to turn the AC up too. It's brutal. It's just absolutely brutal, man. And let's see here. Once again, there's the link if anybody wants to pop on up. If not, I'll go for a little while, and that's about it. Until we'll see. I'll get rid of that. Hey, Gil, how are you? Good to see you, man. I hope you are well. Brewdog. Brewdog. The sad thing over here, there's only one Brewdog, and that's the regular Brewdog IPA, and that's it. The regular one, flat out. Not the best, you know. Good to hear, Gil. Yeah, not much. I just said, just felt like coming on here and beating the heat, man. It's crazy here. It's I think 113 Fahrenheit currently. That's with the humidity. So here, it's about 113 Fahrenheit, or 45 degrees Celsius. 45 degrees Celsius. So you really can't do too much outside. I mean, it's just insane outside. Like I mean, even when you're sitting under an umbrella or whatever, it's just incredibly crazy. I don't know, man. It just that's the way it is, I guess. Currently, let me just double check. Okay. Oh wow, it's even worse. So there you go. There you go. Right? Feels like 47 degrees Celsius. It's oh man, it's insane. So literally they say, if you have underlying health issues, do not go outside. Do not go outside. Because you're literally inhaling nothing but hot air. Like extremely hot, humid air. So yeah. What is it? Just out of curiosity, let's see what it is in North Carolina. Because I know the heat's coming up the east. It's the East Coast, but here it's very humid. That's wild. Are the fires close? No, no. The fire. I mean, we do have some of the wildfires in northern Ontario, but most of them are out west towards Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta. And but I mean, yeah, there are some up in northern Ontario, way up there. I mean, Ontario is huge, right? So I mean, they haven't been really affecting us air quality wise. There was about a couple weeks ago, it was really bad. You could really smell the burnt wood drifting in all the way from Manitoba, and it was just insane. You could smell it everywhere. Everywhere, it was insane. Uh, One of these days, Adrian, you're gonna have to take a picture of the microwave mountain, uh, or come up one of these days. By all means, anyone, the link is there. It's pinned to the top. Anybody wants to come up, we're just it's open discussion. Open discussions. Beating the heat. Let me see here. Let me just get this out of the way here. There is no regular show tonight, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. We are in our summer hiatus, so there's no regular show tonight. And we won't be back until September. September, and there's a lot of changes going on too. Going on big time. Oh my goodness gracious. What a sight for sore eyes, sir. How are you, sir?
Hello, how are we doing? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, sir. Can you all hear Sab? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Okay. I nearly got run over. He literally came at me head on. I
Hold on,
just moved out of the way there.
I'm gonna boost your audio. Hold on. Let me boost it. Oh,
Got my headphones off, got my help.
there we go. Boosted you up.
Is that better?
That's better.
If I put that
That's
on my
better.
speaker a little bit, then you can hear me better. Yeah,
There you go.
The microphone's the microphone's in the bottom of this one.
So how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm really good. Yeah.
That's good to hear. Keeping yourself busy?
Yeah. Each and every single day, even right now, going off on a mission to go and get. There's a bicycle in town. Been left there. Been there for about 3 or 4 days. I'm gonna go collect it. So.
Well, that's good.
Yesterday, building a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite cool as well. Actually. That's all right. Little cargo trailer. Like,
Oh, you broke up a little bit there. I didn't hear exactly what you said. Oh, on the trail. Nice. Nice, sir.
yeah, on the night.
Well,
Tricky
at
trail.
least at least it seems like the temperature is a little bit more bearable than it is here.
Yeah, it cools right down now. It's evening now. It's 8:45 in the evening now. So I like the heat season. I really like it. I enjoy it. I do. I
I
I don't just survive in it. I thrive in it. I do. I don't know what it is, but maybe because I've got I don't know Aborigine or Mediterranean bloody me or whatever it is. But yeah,
I don't mind the heat. I don't mind the heat, but it's the humidity I can't stand.
what are you putting
Like,
in it?
yeah, the humidity is brutal. That's what I mean. Like without the humidity, it would be bearable. But geez, the humidity kills everything.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys get much humidity over there?
Yeah. Well, England, isn't it?
Rainy.
Yeah. What we usually get is like we had this past week or so. We have about three, 2 to 4 days of sunshine, and then we have a thunderstorm hit us real bad last night. Oh my god, the thunder and lightning last night was so strong. I literally felt it in the ground. Bearing in mind I'm
Wow.
sleeping in a tent on the floor anyway, but I literally felt the earth, like on the floor. You could feel it shake, mate. It was wow.
Yeah, we've had some doozies here. I mean, some storms, but nothing brutal though. I imagine we'll probably get some pretty soon though because of the humidity and the heat that we're having here. So they usually are broken up with some bad storms. So I think tomorrow or Tuesday they're saying. Um,
Oh, you had a storm as well.
yeah, Safari said they had a storm too.
Mm.
Any, I keep forgetting Safari or Buenos Aires. Where again are you, Safari? Roughly. Just remand that. It's crazy weather in the upper 90s. Yeah, I know Tennessee. Let me hold on. Let me just look at this. I gotta pull up a map. Pull up a map. Temperature.
Yeah, it didn't last long. It just passed over. And there wasn't much rain from it. But oh wow, was it thunderous?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Holy crap.
I didn't see the lightning. I didn't see the lightning. But the week before, like last week, when we had the thunderstorm after a few days of sunshine, the sky lit up with lightning, which made it look like daytime. It was,
Oh yeah.
I wish I got it on video. Phenomenal, phenomenal lightning.
I love a good lightning storm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
load up map.
Sat,
Load up map.
sat, I was sat in my field watching it. It's nice.
Wow. Hold on. I'm pulling up the. This is the map right now. Okay. Hold on.
You want to see where I live?
Nice.
See over there.
Yeah.
I live over there. I live over there.
You're over there now. You're there.
I'm over here.
Storm brewing. Steve is saying storm brewing near me. I can feel it in the arm. I broke years ago. Yeah, a lot of people say that they can hear. Sorry, they can feel the temperature changes. Uh, okay. Here it is here, man. Like, so quite literally, I'm up here, right? Just right here. And it quite literally it's in the 40s with the humidity. And as you can see, it goes all the way down the eastern coast. Like it's brutal down there. Look at it. But they get straight heat down in Florida. 35 degrees. But that's straight heat. Here it's humidity. Let's see. It's saying, let's see, 34 degrees without the humidity. And with the humidity, it feels like 47. That's fucking insane, man. That's just insane. What do you do? Like, I mean, you can't even sit outside. It's not comfortable. You can't sit down on a patio and enjoy the day, even under an umbrella. It's just so uncomfortable. It's stagnant. See, I would love to be doing what you're doing, Zab, and just being out, getting out on the trail. And I can't even do that because it's just so uncomfortable.
I am working until the evening. Come out and just, to be honest, I've had one of them cleaning days, washing clothes and pots and pans and all that sort of stuff. I've just had time to do today. So. Hey, check this out, look. So, several years ago, somebody came and dumped loads of bamboo in the wooded bit here. And now the bamboo is literally started to take over the wooded bit.
Oh, it's growing. It's growing. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's gone all the way from that point in the middle of the field. It's gone all the way down to the end of the field.
But I thought bamboo had to stay at a certain temperature for it to actually like thrive.
It is there. It's really well there.
Wow. I know one thing that we have over here. I don't know if you guys have it. There's that Japanese vine that is like wreaking havoc here.
Japanese knotweed.
Yeah. And literally they attach onto trees and they canopy the trees and kill the trees. I forget the name of it. Yeah. Yeah, knotweed. Yeah, or they call it the proper terminology is kuduzu or Japanese arrowroot. And it's a tap root. So literally you could cut it off and it just taps back into the soil and grows.
Yeah, it's nightmare stuff that.
Yeah, it grows everywhere. It just kills everything.
And the rhizomes, the roots on it as well, they can go like something like up to 6 meters away from the plant as well, and then start growing there as well.
Yeah. Like quite literally you have to fucking like dig it out and burn the root. Yeah, it's brutal, man. It is brutal. Like, hold on, let's see. Like I remember when this first started, it used to be along the highways here in mostly in the US. And they popped up here a little bit, but mostly in the US. And now they're everywhere, like literally everywhere. Oh wow. I mean,
Yeah, I remember encountering that stuff about 20 years ago in Stoke-on-Trent, up in the north of
yeah.
England. They had it all in the back garden.
I mean,
It is-
have they done anything to like sort of eradicate it over there? Because I know here they haven't.
No, it's just everybody else's problem, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, look at it. Look at it. It's just fucking brutal, man. It just canopies everything and kills it. Wow. That's insane. Yeah. It literally kills. Hold on. Oh, that's a different one. Oh, they got other pictures. Oh. Yeah, I know you guys have had it over there longer than here, but oh man, it is quick.
It does grow fast, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
A lot faster than bamboo.
it's an edible root. You can eat it.
Yeah, you can eat it.
A thickener
That's it.
in a thickener in Japanese cuisine and potentially alternative to cornstarch.
It's the first, I think, 2 inches of root of the shoot, and some of the root you can eat as well.
Wow. And that is, and I mean they get pretty massive, the roots. Oh, arrowroot, yeah. Wow. Have you ever tried it?
No,
No. That's
no.
brutal.
But there's other stuff that I want to try as well that's local to me. Bulrushes.
Bulrushes, yeah. We have bulrushes.
Yeah, bulrushes. I want to try some of them. I've got a nice big pondy filled full of them. So
It's there's even a challenge. I get a kick out of these people who do these TikTok challenges, and one of them is to eat a bulrush, and they eat it whole, and of course, yeah, it doesn't work out too well, does it?
no, spitting feathers.
Yeah, spitting feathers right out. Right? Oh wow. So what else you been up to, man? It's good to see you. Like I said, I haven't seen you in so long. I was wondering how the hell you've been doing.
I've been really busy building stuff and making and creating and stuff. Spent this past week actually getting all my stuff back together again. So I've actually got everything all in one place again now.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Like, so all my tools back together, and now I'm able to say, you know what I'm like. Everyone knows what I'm like. I'm Sab's workshop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for the past few years, I've had all of them tools of being able to just make and create whenever I want to. Flick of the finger, got everything there ready. Well, that's just been taken away from me for a few months, literally for about 8 months, 9 months, almost a year. And oh my God, I feel like I lost a piece of myself losing half of my tools. I really did. I didn't realize how attached I was to all of that stuff. But I've managed, luckily, to get it all back again. And so, like I said, I literally took an old road sign and a box of bolts and an old trailer, and I ripped the old trailer apart and I literally just chip chop chop, drill here, drill there, and made myself a new cargo trailer, and it looks absolutely fantastic as well. So if I was back at the place, I'd show you that, but that's one of the things I'm not actually doing. That's why I only joined the live stream after I set off from where I am, because I'm not sharing location just yet.
Yeah, understandable, man.
But things are getting in tow, like postal address. I've actually set out a way of getting myself a postal address and what have you as well. I've registered the land with county parish church, county parish rural payment scheme, which means I can have animals on the land now as well. That's another step towards claiming the land. Everyone around me is happy. I'm back up at the farm again, doing some work up there, and with the chickens. She hasn't got the cows anymore. She's got rid of the cows now, so it's literally just chickens now. She's got. But
just chickens.
She has offered me. Yeah, just about 100 chickens there now. But that opens doors for me as well, because I can get. She's got 10 chicks there.
Yeah.
There's seven are cockerels, and 3 of them are hens. So she doesn't want to keep the cockerels. She doesn't need them.
Yeah.
She only wants the hens for laying eggs. So she's like, she said, there's like 5 cockerels you can have there if you want them, right? And I said, well, what am I supposed to do with them? She said, well, you can eat them, obviously. And I'm thinking, I don't know how I feel, raising, actually, they're like my first chick. They become like pets, wouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? I'd be giving them names and all sorts. I'd be feeding them daily. They get used to me, friendly and everything. And then the trauma. Oh no! The owner took. Took me. He took George and he killed him.
Don't take Georgie. Wow.
But no, I'm getting on. I am cracking on. I'm doing what I need to do and whatnot. My biggest challenge, here's one for you. Listen to this. So, change of subject. We'll change direction completely here, so to speak. Family court. Oh, look. Oh, before I start with that, do you know what this is?
No.
It's called the Oregon Grape, and it was introduced by our council and various other corporations like Little's, and they put it outside of the shop, etc. Also known as the Mahonia berry, and yes, it's edible, and yes, it's very sweet and tasty, and yes, it stains your clothes as soon as it touches them, just like red berries do. But right, so anyway, just on my little foraging course there. It's quite weird, because when I first saw that a few years ago, I was like, what the hell is that stuff? I've never seen that. And then I did some research and found out that it's not even from our country. It's from America. Oregon grape. Mahonia berry. Mahonia tree. Yeah. Quite common in your area.
I've never seen those. What I've seen is the juniper berry, which is quite similar to that. Right, but it's the actual plant is it's almost like I want to say cedar-like. It's like a cedar-like plant, like tree that these berries grow on. It's quite different from that.
Yeah, it is usually like a big tree, but they're using it as a shrub here. They keep chopping it down and shrubbing it. Yeah. Well, right. So this week I've had a challenge on my hands, because in approximately 2 weeks I've got family court to go to. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to divulge into any information about the case, but what I've done is I managed, because let me give a bit of a back. Because of obviously the way my wife ended our relationship, and she left me completely in the fucking lurch, completely. And she left 40 grand's worth of debt lingering and all the rest of it. It kind of left me in a bit of a predicament, as everybody understands. I'm left homeless and broke, basically. You know what I mean? Yep. I can't even get a brief, a solicitor, anything like that. It's difficult for me to even get it on legal aid, because they've kind of stopped doing it in England, the legal aid side.
Yeah.
They just don't do it anymore. So I'm having to represent myself in court, which is really difficult to do, especially when my wife is using money gained illicitly from her son. Yeah, you're hearing this correctly. She's using the money that her son is creating from dealing drugs
to pay for a barrister to represent her in court.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just not only just stick the knife in, but just give it a little twist while you're in there, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think my wife completely underestimates me. I'm telling you, she really underestimates me because I went off and I used a couple of free different chat AI programs,
Yeah.
and I sat for a good couple of hours as well, and I typed in all of what's happened so far and where I'd like it to go. And then I set the parameters out for the AI to be the world's best renowned barrister in a family court case. These are your parameters, etc. And I really tinkered with it and whatnot, tweaked it, and I set it off on its little mission. Oh my God! I went into court last month, and I didn't even need to read a quarter of what AI gave me. And I was flying. Honestly.
Wow.
So, yeah, actually, as it happens, I won that round in court last time. Because, yeah, Mum's just playing some tricks, let's just say that. She's been a bit of a bitch, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, she's stopping me from seeing Betty. Completely stopping me from seeing her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like she's trying to push me over the edge, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
So how long is it since you've seen your daughter?
Yeah. You try telling her that.
Wow.
I know it's wrong on so many levels. I know. Yeah. I'm dealing with it though. I'm fine. I'm all good. Don't worry about it. I'm resilient and I'm fighting it. She's not getting away with it. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, after that, then I went back over to AI and I told it exactly what happened on that day in court. And then I said to it, right, so where do we need to go from here? And it's giving me all the paperwork I need to do. It sets it all out in such a professional manner for me and everything else as well. It's even kind of like, because I've slipped in there saying, like, you know, she's been really slimy, she's doing this and she's doing that, and she's not playing the game properly. Like, so AI has actually put in a full paragraph to counteract everything that she's accusing me of, etc. She's trying to make out I'm on fucking hardcore drugs and everything, Steve. Honestly, look.
That you what?
The courts have actually asked me to grow my hair out so I can do a drug test. Look, that's why my hair is so long.
Wow. Incredible.
No one's ever seen my hair that long in about 30 years.
Always been
no one's seen my hair that long. Look at it. Yeah. Such a contrast there, isn't this thing?
It does, yeah. Wow. Insane, man. Wow. I don't see why anyone why push it to that direction. You know,
I know why, and I'll explain it why. I'll tell you exactly why in a nutshell, and it's very easy to understand.
Is that a palm tree behind you? Is that a palm tree I just saw?
Yeah.
Holy shit! You guys got palm trees?
Yeah, we got palm trees here. Oh. Yeah, we got palm trees here. Yeah.
In England, you got palm trees. Wow.
I'll tell you why she's being like this. It's because, you remember I said last year that I felt, and this is before I split up with my wife, I could feel that my wife she'd become emotionally detached.
Yeah.
Yeah? So like everything, you could see like it was, when things happen, scenarios happen, generally people have a certain reaction to it.
Yeah.
And that's an emotional reaction in one form or another, be it happy, angry, sad, whatever, like, yeah? She's over the past, like, last couple of 3 years of her, you could see that I'd been knocked out of it. So, like she had no empathy anymore or anything like that. It was, like, really strange, you know, like that. So, with what's happened now, that's why she's done what she's done initially, because somebody with any empathy would never have done that to her husband of 10 years. Yeah. They would never have done that at all. Anybody with any empathy would never have done that to anybody, unless obviously they deserved it, which I didn't. So, now, because I kicked my heels in, because I didn't let her get away with just doing that to me, right? And I took it to court, We've done everything that we've done so far. Now, it's just easier for me, for her. And this is the crunch. This is where it becomes understandable. She seems to think it's easier for her to just have me cut out of the picture completely. She doesn't have to deal with it. She doesn't have to, do you know what I'm saying? Yes, I know. Everybody else can see the consequences of what she's doing with that situation. I can see, everybody else can see it. She can't see it because she's emotionally detached. She's lost her empathy. That's a job that she does. That's working with people who die every week. That's working in a care home for 20 years. That's working in a hospital watching people come in and die. Do you know what I'm saying?
You can't do that. You can't do that, especially to your daughter. Like, for crying out loud.
Well, that's it. That's the crunch. It's not even so much me. I could just, exactly that. I could just pick myself up and crack on again. Do you know what I mean? Not many men in the world could probably do what I've done so far. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not many men, am I? I'm unique.
No, see, that's what I like, Sab. You're a resourceful guy. You fucking do, when you set out to do something, you will do it. And that's what I really like about you, man. You're a resourceful guy. And it just it enrages me to see that somebody would do this, and to a child, a fucking, your daughter.
It's Betty. It's Betty who's suffering from it.
Yeah.
She's confused and she's upset. She wants to know where Daddy's gone. She wants to know what's going on.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Because I mean,
And then when I do see her again, what am I gonna? I'm not allowed to say anything to explain to her where I've been. So then I become the bad man.
Wow. Even so, if that's the case, as she gets older, obviously, and she's going to learn the truth. She's gonna learn the truth, and the sad thing is the time that's lost, right?
What you don't see on the other half of it is because now you try and figure this situation out as well.
Yeah,
I got a kid up north as well. Lives about 400 miles away from me, doesn't she? And I go and see her every 6 weeks, don't I? Yeah. They've stopped me doing that as well.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
I've had to have a right hissy fit at them. I've had to really, really put them in the place. Social services this, because obviously my daughter's in foster care. Yeah. And the reason she's in foster care is because she got cancer and mum was whatever. So anyway, they was like, oh yeah, but your wife's put in for a non-molestation order to keep you away from the school and that. And I was like, yeah, because she's playing games. Yeah.
Jesus.
I was like, none of anything that she says is true. It's all just an accusation. So basically, they've stopped me from seeing my little girl up in Stoke under a false accusation, which in my eyes is treating me like I'm guilty before proven innocent.
Yeah.
That's not an innocent until proven guilty. That's the opposite way around, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, you've had an accusation thrown at you. No, we're gonna stop you doing. And I'm like, are you actually taking the mickey here? So not only stopped me from seeing Betty, but you've also stopped me from seeing my other little girl who had nothing to do with you.
Wait, hold on.
Ridiculous, mate.
There we go.
There we go. Through in life. Those men, I swear to God, we suffer in silence.
Yeah, it's sad. Like, honestly, that should not even fucking happen.
I know, but it does. It is.
I know, and it just, you hate to see that, dude. Because like I
lucky
even
in the fact
before
that I know I'm not the only person in life.
No, but I remember when even before all this happened. Now you do your lives and shit like that. You'd pop into here and you'd have your daughter come in and say, hey, hi, and everything else, and yeah, to have that taken away is ridiculous. That's not fair at all. No. Yeah. I get you, man. Bullshit.
Yeah. Anyway, no one likes a whinger, so let's move on.
Yeah, true. Well, I'm just glad to hear because that you're doing good and everything, and that's you're picking up everything and
Well,
doing things.
you were left on your live stream for so long. Nobody joined. I was like, I can't leave him sit there by himself for so long.
That's
Like, well, yeah, it's been live for nearly an hour now.
I honestly didn't think anyone was going to come on, period, because in the afternoon. But whatever. I mean, I just figured I'd come on and see how everyone was doing. And sort of, I'm beating the heat. I was going to do some editing, but then I go, I don't want to do that. That's just too much right now. I want to just take it easy.
It's too humid for editing.
Although I do have a premiere coming tonight. I do have a premiere later on. I've got all ready to go, so we'll be doing that later on as well.
You know what? I've literally been missing. Not so much, I suppose, not missing, but I've not been watching as much stuff from people recently.
Well, you're busy doing your thing, right? You got to get your thing done, right? I mean, that's most important.
Hey, it doesn't get done if you sat watching fucking YouTube all day. I'll tell you that.
Exactly. And you know what? You could fall down a rabbit hole on YouTube. You really can.
Yeah.
So I mean,
big time. Yeah.
And you need to get your shit done. That's more important than anything on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, exactly that.
That's the main thing.
I want to make this guy. I want to make this guy some signs. He had some last year, and they were wooden ones with it cut out. And this year, look how wonky they are. Look, he's just got some black stickers. He's just literally got some black stickers and stuck them on there. Look at that. Even the A is
bigger than the rest. Yeah.
I gotta make him one, don't I? And then take it and then just mount it.
Sab's Workshop, buddy. Sab's Workshop.
Exactly that. Yeah. Helping the community bit by bit.
Sab's Workshop. You need to find. Well, I'm still waiting when you have time and you have you're able to do it. You should do like grab this area this wooded area and make all these little objects standing in that little forest and scare the shit out of just in time for Halloween.
I've already been thinking about that. Yeah. I have a little plan that I've got on that. I'm not going to elaborate too much, but let's just say the land that I've got now, I've obviously sectioned it out and I've it all sussed out with what I'm doing with it, how big it is, everything, right? I've even got drone footage of it and everything now. Yeah. So I know exactly what I'm playing with. Anyway, the entrance bit that I've created, which is a nice little entrance as well. You have to go through that bit to get in. There's no other way to get into my land. But that as you walk in, enters like a little wooded area, and then there's like brambles surrounding that. Yeah. So it's like mazed off. So you have to go one of three ways. You have to choose one of three ways. Yeah. Now my path, I'm putting a gate and a fence. They won't be able to get through that way. So they'll only have the other two options to go through, right? And that's going to be booby trapped up to death. nothing dangerous.
Wow.
Just scare tactics. Nothing dangerous, just scare tactics. Yeah.
Just scare them. Yeah, exactly. Just scare them.
Yeah. For example, I've got the 2.2 cordite rounds that you get in the Hilti guns, the nail guns. Yeah. And you get like a little cordite blank firing round in it,
Yeah.
Well, I've got about 300 of them.
Oh wow.
So I can make some little snap sticks. Get a little stick. It's got a little hinge at the bottom with a spring on it. Yeah. And then just put a peg onto a trip line. Yeah. So obviously when the trip line gets snagged, it makes the clamp, it makes the two bits of wood snap together They've got nails in one side and the blanks in the other side. So when they snap together, it's going to go bang. That sort of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. That's cool. That's cool. That's awesome.
Good.
Crow bangers.
Good to
Crow
play with.
bangers.
Crow, like a bit like Magnum bangers, like a bit like Magnum bangers. But Magnum bangers have got a fuse on them. You have to light them. Oh, they're loud as well. They're Magnum bangers. That's what they're called. Magnum bird scarers. You can get them in different strengths.
Yeah.
But I think the black or purple ones are the strongest ones. Yeah. And bird scarer bangers. Wow. You can buy them from the Army and Navy store or the outdoorsman stores, like, one of them camping stores, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. That is awesome. Well, dude, I'm probably gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. But you know what? It's been great to see you, man.
Yep.
It's been great to see you. Take care, and hopefully we'll see you a little bit more in the next little while.
Before you leave, right? You see these houses?
Yeah.
How old do you think these houses are? Bearing in mind it's right next to the church as well, and the church have still got the old original flint walls.
I would say.
I'll show you in a second.
Yeah. I would say. I would say probably 12th, 13th century.
15th century.
Whoa. So yeah, there you go. Holy shit.
Medieval Wealden Hall house built in the 15th century.
Wow.
It's actually got a plaque at the top. It's actually got a plaque at the top up there, and it says, oh no, I thought it said 1206. I was going to say, bloody hell. But no, it's 12064, but it's got a crown on it as well. So it's obviously some royalty's been put there.
That is cool, man. Holy shit. It's
But
cool to see. Don't ever plow those down. Keep those there forever. Holy shit. Yeah, you love seeing shit like that, man.
Quaker Mill. Built in the 1800s.
That is so cool, man. And I mean, walking into like pubs.
But yeah, this is Old Town. All the houses here.
That is so cool, man. That is so awesome.
Ye old tavern, look. Ye old tavern.
There you go, man. There you go.
True to that.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Ye old tavern. Yes, sir. That is so cool, man. Oh, fuck. That's so awesome, dude.
This is actually... This is a Roman barracks.
Oh, wow.
All this. It's got loads of history. It's got a massive plaque down there. It's got a plaque down there. It's got a well over there as well. But these are actually the old Roman barracks. And it dates back before that as well, actually. I think it goes back to the 700. It dates back to literally 700 and something AD.
That is so cool. That is so awesome to see shit like that, man. Thanks for sharing that, man.
But yeah, anyway.
No, that was awesome. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I love seeing shit like that. That is so cool, man. Thanks.
What?
Thanks, dude. Take care, be well, and we'll see you soon, okay, Sap?
Right.
Take care, bud.
Take it easy, everybody. Have a good one.
See everybody later. Take care.